Okay, so we're going to talk about some pentatonic stuff, and this is the first video, and this is going to be legato-based ideas. And these are easier to incorporate immediately, but they're still kind of that Eric Johnson, Joe Bonamassa sort of feel. So there are 3 sequences that I would learn and do all over the place. And you have 4s, 5s, and 6s. And we're going to approach these kind of how I think Shawn Lane would probably pick them. So we're going to use this pattern. We're going to be in E. And when you're doing 4s, you're going to have... So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. And your picking is up, down, up, down. So for the first 4 of each section, you're going to have up, down, and then you have up, down, down. It repeats. When you're ascending, you have this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So on. And you have down, up, down, up, up. And what I would do is I would do that everywhere. Next you have 5s, and Shawn Lane talked about 5s. So the 5s are going to sound like this. So that's your descending 5s. And I always do a 6 at the end because that's more Eric Johnson sounding. So you have 5, 5, 5, 6. And you can do that here. And your picking for that would be up, up, down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up, up, down. And when you're ascending, I kind of do the Shawn Lane sort of thing. So you have like a down, up, and then you hammer on that last note. Do that everywhere. And that's kind of why I finger them that way. So I'm using my 3rd finger, and the top note, or the high, or the last note in the 5, I'm using my index finger. And I do that no matter what position I'm in. And then you have 6s. That's our 3rd sequence. So you would have up, up, down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up, up, down. And for the ascending, you would have down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up, up. Okay, so if we take those 3 sequences, we can use them, and then we can use these little connector phrases that kind of get you from one place to the next. So the first one I'm going to show you will take you from your kind of root position all the way down to your 5th string root position. So it's taking you from here to here. So our connector phrase is it starts on the D and G string. So if you were not picking it, we're just doing legato in this particular video, you have down, down, or you can use up, down. But you're going to play these 4 notes, then you're going to move down a position. You're going to play these 4 notes. And that's in this pattern. And then you're going to play 6 notes in the next pattern. And that's this pattern. So, the phrase looks like this slowly. And that's your connector phrase. So you can do anything leading up to that, and then do that, and it'll get you all the way over here. So if you were doing 4s, you would have you could do 5. So you'd have 5, 5, connector phrase. You can do 6s, so you'd have 2 6s in your connector phrase. You could actually do licks that you already do, you know, like, you know, if you're, or whatever. And then you can go into your phrase, so. If you're kind of doing a Dorian thing. You know, and what you can do is you can do like some 4s or 5s in this position and then move down. So you go. You can also, instead of just doing vanilla pentatonic 4s, you could add your 9 in there. So you have. And then add the 9 into your connector phrase. So. You can also extend your connector phrase. So instead of stopping here, you could go. And that's going from this position to this one. So you got. And one thing I can note is you can make any of your licks in your connector phrase longer if you need to fit the groove of the song. So you can go, you know, or whatever. So if you slide here, you can do like 4s and then 6s. You can also extend your connector phrase. After you do this, you can just go straight to that. Instead of sliding back here, you can. And then if you think about it, you can extend it further. And then root position. So. If you're going fast with it. And you can, all you have to do if you adjust your key, instead of playing that there, like if you're in G, instead of, you just play your normal. And that's taking you from here to here pretty quickly. So that's your first connector phrase. You have variations on it. And then at the beginning, or at the top, you can do your 4s, you can do your 5s, you can do your 6s, you can do your kind of 9, you can do, you know, whatever lick, you can do your alternate picking kind of. And, you know, if you land here, you can get that note. It's like a good landing note. You can land on the root if you're in this position. Land on the root there. You can land on the root here. So those are some really, really kind of basic legato connector phrases that'll kind of get you within the realm. So the next video I'm going to do is going to be some more picking sort of ideas.